Welcome back, you lovely lot, to Budget Cars and Bikes, and to a video on something that I've been meaning to upgrade to for a very long time. So what have we got in this box, and is it going to help the channel? Let's find out. Okay guys, well, if you've been subscribed for a while, you'll know we've been using an Akaso V50X on the channel for quite some time now for our 4K ride-along videos on motorcycles, that kind of stuff. And I decided it was about time that we upgraded and got a little bit more professional in that respect. And I was getting a little bit confused of whether I should buy a GoPro after hearing all the drama stories with that, or the overheating issues, that kind of stuff. And I've already had an Insta360 Twin, the R. We did a 360 video, I think maybe two on that, on the CB1300. I'll stick a link in just up here for that. And it's fun and all the rest of it, and it's quirky and it's gimmicky, but it's mainly for people that do action videos basically, and I'm not that kind of guy. I just need it stuck to the front of my bike or to my helmet, and I can't really do a 360 on that without a great big bloody penis size bracket sticking out all over the shop, and I'm not into that basically, but I wanted something a little bit better, so I decided to opt for the Dji Osmo Action 3. But I didn't want to pay full price. I didn't want to pay like crazy money, so I decided to buy a refurbished unit from DJI store itself, which came in at 265 quid including the postage. You get a 12-month guarantee anyway with it, so if it goes wrong in 12 months you just send it back and they'll send you another refurbished one. So I wanted to share this with you. What do we get in the box? And then I'll talk to you about how we're going to use this funky little new camera. And there it is. I didn't do an unboxing as we normally do, guys. I just thought I'd literally get it out of the box, and I'm glad I did just do that, because this is pretty much all you get. It's just in the box, but as you can see, it's sealed as you would expect to see it if you were going to buy it brand new, which I think are about 320 quid, which isn't the most expensive, but it isn't cheap. You can buy an Akaso V50X or the Brave, I think it's the Akaso Brave LE, something like that anyway, and they're around about 120 quid, I think, with discounts on Amazon. But the problem I've been having is the mic. Basically, I have an external mic fitted inside my helmet, and if you've watched any of my videos, I'll stick a few in up throughout here. If you've been watching any of my videos on bike rides, sometimes the wind noise gets in and it just kind of it doesn't destroy the video, it just makes it a little bit unprofessional in that respect, and I wanted something a little bit better. And unfortunately with the Akaso, you can only use Akaso mics, which is very limiting. But with this, from what I'm led to believe, you can use any kind of type C microphone, or you can use the, I think it's called the Adventure Pack from DJI store themselves. I've actually got a Bluetooth mic set up, which is a type C, which basically will, in theory, should fit into the side of here, the receiver, and then I can have the Bluetooth wireless, as it were, little receiver, the other receiver, as it were, inside the helmet. I'll just Velcro that in near my mouth somewhere, and that, if my theory is correct, should allow us to have wireless microphone on the DJI Osmo Action 3, as you can see there. Sorry about the sun glare. Obviously I'm going to let you know how that goes, guys, but this is the camera. This is what you can expect to get from DJI store if you decide to go for one of their refurbished models. 265, so you're saving around about 70 quid, something like that, but it comes as you would expect to see it brand new. So let's get this open, see what we get inside, because obviously the biggest point of this is, are there any marks on the camera? They say that it's going to be exactly as you would expect to see if you bought it brand new. So let's get it open and find out. So there it is. Basically, that's pretty much all you get. It's just the camera. There's no case. I'm assuming underneath here you're going to get some kind of charging stuff. Otherwise, it's pretty bloody useless. But that is tiny, isn't it? It's a diddy little camera compared to the V50, but it weighs a lot more. Just picking it up now. I mean, obviously, I'm showing you this, guys, as I've just unpacked it. That weighs a lot more than the V50X. I'm assuming that's probably the technology inside, but that is substantially heavy. That's probably, I would say, twice as heavy as something like an Akaso, one of these kind of Chinese knockoff cameras, which do the job. As I said, I mean, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know we do 4K ride-alongs. The video quality is brilliant, really good. The only reason I'm upgrading is nothing to do with the video quality and the stabilization and all that kind of stuff, because as I said, look at my other videos, you'll see that the electronic stabilization is brilliant, the picture is brilliant, it's just the mic. So for me, as I said, I need to use an external mic for my motorcycle vlogging, so I've decided to basically spend a bit of money and get this Akaso. So what else do we get in the box? Well, what a mighty lot we've got inside this box. That's quite deceptive, actually. We look to have one of these magnetic mount things here as well, which I'm not quite sure where you put that, but it's useful to have. I was reading up about these magnetic mounts here, the way they're basically quick release. You just push these little buttons in at the side from what I gather, and it's a magnetic quick release. But people have been saying on motorbikes, maybe not such a good idea, because depending on the terrain you're riding on, obviously that could just pop off. But I don't know. What I might do is use this in the car. If I can get a suction mount like so. I don't think that's a suction mount. I'm not quite sure if that's magnetic or what's going on with that. Chime in and put it in the comments if you know. But as you can see, if you can get that on a suction mount, I could stick that to the window in the car and then obviously magnetically mount the camera, as it were, there, and just do some reviews in the car with a little drive along, that kind of stuff. It does look to have a little case as well, which I didn't know about. It didn't actually mention that on the listing, which is very, very good, although I've just spent 15 quid on a waterproof case, which I suppose will be better because it will protect the screen. The thing about these, that's another reason I bought this instead of another Insta360, is that little screen there is interchangeable, as in if it does get a chip or something, you can just unscrew it and put another one on. I'm not sure with the price of those. I don't imagine it will be cheap, but at least you can do it. You can't do that with the GoPro, and you can't do that with the Insta360, of course. You get the battery, just the one by the looks of it, a charging and data cable, some instructions, some stickers, and this little rubber ring here, which again I don't know what that's about. What I'll do, guys, as I said, I'll give you a follow-up video on this. We'll take it out on the bike and I'll let you know how it sounds. Well, you'll obviously be able to see how it sounds, how it records, that kind of stuff. But this is just a very, very quick video on what you can expect to get if you buy a refurbished unit from the DJI store itself for about 70 odd quid cheaper than brand new. But as you can see, it comes perceptually just like a brand new one would. You get the case, you get all the screen protection here, you get this, whatever it might be. You get one battery, which, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I've only got one battery. Well, I only had one battery on my Insta, although I've got 4 batteries for the Acaso, but here we go. So that's it, basically. I can't show you any more than that because, obviously, as I said, what I'm going to do is set this up and take you guys out for a ride with me, and then basically what we'll do is I will show you the Bluetooth mic setup just before we set out on the bike and how it fits into the helmet, that kind of stuff. Then we'll go out for a quick ride and I'll give you my overview and thought on this whole Bluetooth external microphone thing, and can you stick it into your helmet nice and easily, not have that horrible ugly wire hanging out from the bottom of your helmet and then taking your helmet off and forgetting to unplug it, because I'm sure we've all done that. But if my theory is correct, we should be able to Type-C the receiver straight into the side of here, put the other receiver into the helmet, and then we're good to go from what I can gather anyway. If my theory is completely wrong, you'll find out the same day as I find out, because we're going to test it together. That has been it. That is the refurbished unit, the DJI Osmo Action 3 from the DJI store. If you want to find out how this goes, if my theory is correct about the Type-C Bluetooth external mic, don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, that kind of good stuff. We'll catch up in a couple of weeks when we take this bad boy out and we'll find out if my theory is correct and test out the camera and see what it's all about. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope it helped. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll catch up very, very soon. Take care now.